So, you sent in your CV, right? Check. You got that face-to-face interview and passed. Congratulations! But it's not over yet. How do you then conduct yourself as an intern in that organization? Many of us think being an intern is just like being a help. I'm there to be seen as though I'm doing something, but really not that much. And this is where we fail ourselves as interns, okay? I've been there. I have been an intern for a long period of time. And I can tell you this, it got to a point where I had to tell myself, why am I wasting my time? Is it just to get into the office, sit at the desk, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, 5 o'clock checks in, and then you pack your things and then you go back home? Come in the next day, probably help out in scripting or, I don't know, making a cup of coffee for someone or being sent for an errand, and then you come back, sit down, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and then 5 o'clock checks in and out the door you go. Why not, instead of wasting your time there, you actually make it of value to you? Now listen to me. In that organization, there are many departments. So, yes, maybe you're assigned to the finance department. And maybe they don't really need you at that particular time because, well, whatever they're handling doesn't require an intern, requires someone of a higher position who needs to check, balances and all that. Why not walk around and be like, okay, how about I go to the HR department? I wonder what they have that I can help with. And in that way also build my portfolio in terms of the experience that I'm going to gain from this place. That's you building yourself, getting some more knowledge and expanding your horizons. Ile mistake kwa tunafanya saa zingine ni tunafikiria tukienda pale as an intern, no one is watching, nobody cares. Oh my dear, you are sadly mistaken. People do see. People do take note whether you have actually given more of yourself. Take time to even do some research. Find the problem within that department and how you can be of help. Maybe it's in the filing system. Maybe it's, hey, you guys don't have a page on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. How about I give you, that account, or I open that account for you? That is you adding value to that department and then also making yourself an integral part of it, because if you have started those accounts, probably you're the one who's going to be running them. And then they'll actually think, come to think of it, we never did have a person to run these accounts. This guy is here already, or this chick is here already. She can as well continue. And before you know it, bam, you are employed. Create that employment for yourself, that position within the organization. And it's by you showing the value that you bring on board. Ukika hapo kungoja eti sasa will be inducted into the finance department, utaka nje. It is for you to cement yourself, and how you do that is by noticing a problem or a deficit in something, coming up with a solution, starting something, and putting yourself there in a position of power, really, that you're able to now run affairs because you're the one who came up with the idea in the first place. So take a look at where you're working right now or where you're interning right now. Unaongeza value na gani? Because hata kama kesho ukienda, will they miss you? Will they even know that you're not there anymore? Ama life will continue as is. It's also important, by the way, for you to shake the hands of the people that matter, okay? If you know your boss, because that's the other thing, interns just think, oh, I'm here, I don't need to know who the boss is and who my immediate superior is. Know who they are by name, walk up to them, shake their hand and say, oh, by the way, my name is Rachel Mudoni. I'm the new intern in this department, but I also want to spread myself wide in knowing what else, I can do in your organization. So he's hoping that we'll probably bump into each other once again. If I need any help or advice, I'll come to you. That shows that you actually need them to guide you, and people feel good, especially bosses want to always, be impactful in the lives of young people where they're interning. Okay? Hi. Another thing, and these are the don'ts now. Listen closely because this is gonna be a long list, sort of. Number 1, don't act all familiar. You have just joined the organization. We don't know you, boo. You don't know us like that. Don't start calling people, hey, Naja boss, hey, Gota, nini, nini, apana. Please, take your time, learn your environment. Be crafty about how you move. Get linked up with someone who's been there for a bit longer, someone that you're probably going to establish a relationship with, and ask them, hey, Buddha, kunaendangaje? Lunch? Do we go out? Is the food coming here? How long is lunchtime? Is it there 30 minutes? At 5, should we all leave ama nikaeka kiasi pia nionekane nafanya kazi a bit extra, you know? Who's the person that we need to look out for? Who's the snitch? Who is the worker, the one who brings us tea? What are their names? Know people by name. People love to be recognized, okay? And give them their due respect. Haya, another thing, tafadhali. Usiende hapo uanze kuongea mbaya about the boss. How about, oh, I don't even care. Hii si kazi ya mama yangu. Ama hii si kazi ya baba yangu. So at exactly 4 me, I'm out. And you want to be employed there. Are you for real? That is not going to work. Humble thyself. Sit down. Be humble. Are we together? That way, people know that you're also not a mbenye. Kuongea mbaya kwa organization. Una act your place. Una keep your head down. Na unafanya kazi yako. Let your work speak for you over and above your presence where you are interning. Okay? Here's hoping with those pointers, you are well on your way to impress the people that need to be impressed. Where you're interning, maybe you're about to get onto that internship. Maybe, hey, after this, you're going to be employed there. Now you know the structures of the place, how things work, how things run. I wish you all the best. Conquer your world. And remember, subscribe.